Alright guys, this is episode 1 of my Sims 3 Now and Then challenge. I'm playing both version 1.0 of the game and the newest version, with all expansion packs, stuff packs, and updates. More info about that is in the description. Man, this is monumentous. This is something different. This is the first episode. This is the start of something. Man, I've been excited for this one for like months at this point, if not years. I've just been a fan of the game for so long, and playing both versions is like just such nostalgia. And the fact that I haven't played much of it in a long time means that this is going to be especially interesting. So, first what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna select Sunset Valley, right? Gonna hit play. We're going to create 2 Sims in that town. And those are the Sims we're gonna use for the entirety of the playthrough. I already know what they're gonna look like. I'm just making them in both games. And what's gonna happen is I have some parts of them planned out, but some I'm going to leave up for us to make up on the fly. Here it is, the flyover. Yep. You already know what it is. Create Sims. As I said, I've already planned this out because I can spend like hours in Create Sims, literally. And I know you don't want to watch that. So let me go over here to my little list that I showed you in the intro video. Alright, I already got this stuff planned out. Alright, watch. I'm making a sim any %. Alright, male, young adult. Right there. Halfway. Weight all the way down. Muscle. Like that. Again, I'm doing this because you already know I could spend hours in here. I already did all that difficult stuff off camera. Alright, let's see. Hairstyle. Gonna give him that mohawk. Make it all black. He's gonna be like this is gonna be like the cool boy, right? He's gonna be in like the criminal career track. Gonna make him a menace to society. Alright, got the hair color going right there. Let's see. Eyebrows. I already got this planned out. Watch. Eyes, first row column. Nose, 5th row, left column. Mouth, first row, first column. Everyday outfit. Shirt. Pants. Nothing special. Skinny jeans. Alright, this right here is what I've already got preset. We got age, skin tone, hair, already customized all the colors and everything. No need to fiddle-faddle with that. You know what? Let me fiddle-faddle with it a little bit. What we gonna do? His hair looks too bland. I don't wanna... God damn, why do I do this to myself? Alright. Yeah, there we are. Make it a little interesting. Alright, yeah, all that. I'm definitely not gonna screw with all this mouth shit. Alright, go over here. All the clothing. Got the everyday outfit. And everything else is going to be designed by us, starting with the first name. uh, what is his first name gonna be? Let's see. Something, cause he's gonna be like a criminal, but with like a little suave, like slick talking side, and like, God no, what kind of name? No, I see the way I came up with Doku is I looked, like on a shelf I saw a Sudoku book. I was like, oh, that fits. Hold on, I got this globe. You literally see I got this globe right here. Let me look right here and see if I can find anything interesting. Uh, what countries you got? Ooh, Chad. No, that's a douchebag name. Uh, La, Lenga do, Lenga. Yeah, Lenga. Yeah, that sounds good, right? Yeah, fuck it. Everyday outfit. Yeah, I'm not gonna care too much about. Oh yeah, I forgot. Gotta set the hairstyle. Do I want the sunglasses? Nah, he doesn't look like he. See, he's a high school dropout. He doesn't care enough to put on these sunglasses. He just shows up. He bought this suit. Like fucking, he dropped out of college too, right? But this is what he wore to his friend's bachelor party. So we'll circuitous way of getting rid of glasses. Sleepwear.
More doing so.
You already know he got the beater. Let's see what we got. Shorts. Nah, looks a little too curvy. He doesn't look like he cares for matching. He got kicked off the lacrosse team. Got 2 bad grades. Oh, this looks kind of cool. Ooh, yeah, that matches. He doesn't care about matching very much. He just loves that hair. Swimwear.
Yep, so.
Ooh, he got that necklace. His ex-girlfriend got him that necklace. Little tidy whitey's right there. Yeah, matches his hair. He's gonna keep these 3 traits. And then in the all-in-one version is when we're gonna fill in these 2 right here. So he's got handy, kleptomaniac, loves the outdoors. Again, he's really sketchy. Let's see what we're gonna do here. Dim sum. He doesn't even know what that is. Hamburgers. Favorite color? Blue, of course. Basic. Alright. So now we're done with Lenga. We're gonna go over. Gonna make his lover. Alright, gonna zoom through the creator sims with this 1, 2. Alright, and we've got our second sim, similarly customized. Let's see. What name we gonna give her? And I promise there's a method to my madness about why these sims are, designed the way they are. But what name we gonna give her? I don't give a damn about the shoes, by the way. What name we gonna give her? Not Felicity, that's from, The Sims 2. Let's see. I'm looking at the wall decor. There's not much. Tara, because I see. Ooh. Hold on. If you look right there, you'll see my guitar from when I was in like middle school when I thought I wanted to learn guitar, but I never got around to it. So Yeah. Her name's gonna be Tara. Screw it. Alright. Yeah, what's his name? Lenga sees the beauty in everyone. Especially her because she's very beautiful. They met at the aforementioned bachelor party. She was one of the hostesses. This right here is the outfit she was wearing. He looked over and he was like, damn. In a good way. And yes, she is athletic. Dumbass. Let's see which one she choosing. Yeah, I dig it right there. Does she swim? Yeah, she swims occasionally. Ooh. Yeah, she digs the sunglasses. Yeah, I bet she does. Think she going for that? Nah, she's going for this one. It reminds Lenga of their first meeting day. Alright. Autistic athletic snob. See, hot take. I'm gonna get her to join the military career because that gives a lot of breathing room for like extra work activities. I'll go into more detail about that later. Classical fruit parfait, and she doesn't like fruit. Stew surprise, yeah. That was her nickname in high school. Let's do blue as well, just to make it simple. So yeah, there we are. We got Lenga and yeah, Lenga. I didn't want anyone to make any sort of jokes. I realized that it's an anagram for angel. Yeah, I'll pretend I did that on purpose. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna save them just as a backup. I don't want to accidentally, screw something over and, have to make them all over again, even though I know exactly how I do that. Except that, there they are, little Dokus. Except that you have not. Oh, thanks, you a real one. Spouse. I don't want to waste all that time doing relationship stuff, because I'll do that with the kid. Accept and accept. Yep, got the Dokus right there. And now on to the all-in-one version. As you can see, it's pretty much the same deal, only with a few more options and a few UI changes, because all these were added in later games, of course. So yep, just gonna go ahead, wait for this to load. When we get there, we're gonna remake the Doku family. Alright, here we are. Just as last time, the little flyover right here. Just gonna zoom right into Create a Sims real quick. No delay. As we enter here, the differences between the two versions are going to become more and more apparent. And as you can see, here we are. You can see major differences already. The supernatural types, all these different sliders, you'll see. You will see all of that in a little bit. But first, let me recreate our little family here. Alright, we got Mr. and Mrs. Doku once again. Got their profile right here. As you can see, they look very similar. I did the best I can, the best I could. But there are a bunch of differences that made it a bit difficult. So now we're going to go back over here. We're gonna fill in those extra trait slots for each of them. So hold on, I gotta think of what goes along with his like tough guy persona, or like, you know, that whole high school dropout, kind of disappointed his parents. You know, his friends dared him to dye his hair red after he got out of juvie, and he did it. But then he liked it so much that he just kept fucking doing it, and now he has this mohawk. Nobody likes it but him. Of course, he's still like, oh no, he needs to like classical, right? Got all these different food options. I can't remember what I chose last time. He hasn't heard of any of this shit. He doesn't even know what tofu is. Let's see what else we got. Something not too frou-frou. Potato and... I might just do that just to be subversive. When his friend got back from his trip to Cancun, he put him onto that, and now he loves it. But, nah. Fried peanut butter, perfect stoner food. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen right there. Zodiac, we're just going to randomize that 3 times. He's a Taurus. Now let's see. Outfits. Yeah, there's a ton more options for all outfits. There are almost too much choices. Across all these different expansions, you'll see dozens and dozens. And so for everything but the everyday outfit, I'm gonna go ahead and make it with all stuff that's in expansions and stuff packs. You know, just to spice it up a little bit. Alright, and this is what I'm giving him. It's just a normal ass tuxedo. He threw on this little white thing as a joke. He doesn't really know what it is. He just thought it looks fancy. And yeah, he likes to ball out, even though he likes to dress like a slob on his off days when he goes to some sort of party. He crashes parties, by the way. And when he goes to them, he likes dressing extra official and interesting, just to make it look like he belongs there. He's got that secret agent vibe going on. He likes that. And this is his sleepwear. He doesn't really care that much for pajamas or anything. He just throws on whatever the hell. These are his workout pants, even though he doesn't work out very much. He got this shirt when he was a kid. His older brother used to wear it while they were at the corner store playing arcade games. Now let's go over here. Athletic outfit. You know, he actually likes staying fit. See, he's got this whole getup. He got it because he wants to train for his job. He wants to rise through the ranks as a criminal guy, whatever they call it, and he has to do the dash. So he likes jogging on his off days, which he doesn't get many of. This is his swimwear. He really does wear this life vest all the time while he's swimming, because he had an accident when he was younger. He fell into the pool and was flopping around. But then someone magically teleported him out with some command that he had no idea what was happening. And so now he wears this out of fear. That's the only thing he's scared of. You know, swimming. He's not even afraid of water. He's not even afraid of being in water, just swimming. So he wears this whenever he's around water. Ironic, right? Because he's got this hair, you'd think that he loves the water. But no, he doesn't. He's just a weirdo. Alright, for outerwear, here we are. Gave him the black puffer. Of course, this wasn't even in the base game. the release version, of course. So I took some artistic liberties going into create a style, give it a little more flavor, so that technically keep my uh, outfit rule the same. Well, actually, all outerwear outfits would be different than what they are in the release version because there are no outerwear outfits in the release version. I tried to choose traits that have some relation to what their personality is going to be. Rebellious, yeah. This is all to lead up to his thief career that I'm working on as a little, because I've never really done the thief career because I don't know, it just feels so bad, but I don't know. Do something a little interesting. Mess shit up. He's gonna be stealing. Gonna steal ourselves some goodies. See how that plays out. Are there police in the release version? Like, can you get arrested? I don't even know. Alright, we're gonna give Tara some extra traits. Artistic, slob, and athletic. Let's see what else can... What else should I give her? No, not brooding. I want something that plays into her astronaut thing. Because I'm going to make her... See, she's very down to earth, but has a very workaholic academic side to her. And it's like best of both worlds, So she's going to be a master of the arts, but also gonna rise through the ranks. Let's do social butterfly right there. Because when you're in the military, it sort of does something to you. But she's still trying to be like a normal civilian. And so she likes going out, talking to friends. But she's gonna leave the military life behind her eventually to pursue her passion. Let's do perfectionist, alright. Yeah, not sure if that's in the base game. But we're gonna see. I mean, of course, no, I don't want to use cheats. Let's see. Let's go back here. Let's put that back in. I don't know what happened. Oh, maybe it's an omen. Maybe it doesn't want me to. Hold on, let me look that up. Alright, let's do frugal. She sort of struggled throughout her college life. Had to eat ramen noodles with a spoon a couple times. And so she just never got that energy out of her, so she just hates spending too much money and wasting food, and that really shows. That's really gonna show. Alright, astronaut, let's go over here. No, she needs classical. Don't want any copyright restrictions. Stew surprise, I'll say her taste evolved, and ooh, is that falafel? Oh yeah, she likes falafel. She likes exotic stuff, occasionally. Going to the occasional salad bar, one of those fresh food markets, bazaars, and she likes to brag about it to her friends, but she kind of stopped because she realized that no one cared. Let's see, Zodiac, Aquarius, not really sure what omen that brings. So, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Let's look over some other minor differences. Of course, you see the little animal symbols. See, you can create horses, dogs, cats, and You could play with genetics in the base game, but I assume the mechanics are a little different, and I don't normally do that. So yeah, not gonna mess with that because they're gonna have their own natural babies. So yeah, let's just exit out of this. Everything looks good. Similar family portrait. Edit relationship right here. Lenga, Tara. Oh, and there are more relationship options too as well, which is interesting. Instead of just housemate, spouse, then and sibling, you can make fiance or boyfriend. So you can do various levels of dating instead of having to get to those stages. So of course, as we did in the base game, we're gonna go over here to spouse. I don't know why they don't put husband or wife. Go there and save that family. Alright, so now we got the Doku family in the bin. This version right here is just a copy. I don't know how that got there. I think it's from, because I've done multiple takes of this because the power went out. And then I had recording issues. So this is probably from one of those other playthroughs. Or not, because they look... Oh, no. Yeah, because you see the shoes. But this is the one I just created. So we're just going to ignore that one. I'll remember because Lenga has the brown shoes. Now that we got them, I can show you this other family that will be living with us. There are 6 different Sims, and we're going to be interacting with them throughout the playthrough in both. It's the same I actually made this family in The Sims 3, the release version, but I didn't realize you can't cheat your way back into create a Sims in there. So we're going over the details in here. Alright, now let me introduce you to the whole family here, one by one. We're gonna go into Cass and edit them a little bit. Alright, this is Tristan King. He's a skateboarder. He used to live in San Diego. Now he's come home and he's settling down, starting a family, and doing his own thing. Come over here, see he's athletic, brave, charismatic, daredevil, and handy. He's got that whole I love to play sport. He's like the science teacher / gym coach type guy. Yeah, see this is my plans for him. He wanted to go to the X Games growing up. He wanted to be a professional skateboarder. That's actually how this is a recurring character in me and my brother's games. We always create Tristan King, a skateboarder from California, and this is him. Then you got Tariq Luster. He's just a family friend, nothing special, neighborhood old guy. Super chill, super laid back. He's retired, and he's sort of old-fashioned, but he's starting to get with the times because of all the other people he lives with. They keep bothering him, and he keeps letting them. And this is Bonnie McCurdy. This is Tristan's teenage daughter. As you can see, she kind of takes after him, sort of marches to the beat of her own drum. If you come over here, you'll see she kind of had a difficult upbringing, sort of rebellious, and unruly. She's gonna grow up to be a very interesting character that I'm looking forward to interacting with. She's gonna be like very chaotic, I can imagine, and she's gonna be causing trouble throughout the playthrough. My instinct is always to only give Sims good traits, but I'm not gonna do that because bad traits spice it up a little bit. And this right here is Clyde McCurdy. Nothing really special about him. Right before his wife left him, they had this baby and he won custody. Starting off very similar to Bonnie. Got similar trait lineup. They look very similar as well, which is kind of eerie. They're not twins, but they might as well be. Then you got Haley Rudd. This is based off of me and how I am in real life. I usually try to make a sim very similar to myself in each playthrough. But the difference in this one is that I'm not controlling her. So I'm gonna see how she interacts with everyone else in the town. Try to give her traits very similar to what I think I have in real life. Again, my instinct is just to put nothing but good traits through in couch potato, because I am a couch potato. Ambitious isn't necessarily a good thing. Illustrious author, yeah. Complete with the purple eyes and everything. And here we have Aqua Volta. This right here is the namesake for my channel and my current persona. I was creating this sim last year on the 15th anniversary as a 15th anniversary live stream, but the recordings are so messed up that I had to scrap that project and try again this year. I was thinking of different sims I wanted to create. I wanted to create one with a cool alternative skin tone slider, so I just chose blue and I turned it here. Saw a little water bottle on the side of my desk and I was like, Aqua, and then I thought, what would be a good last name? And then Volta, just pulled that shit out of thin air. Loves the outdoors, virtuoso. Of course, she's got an empty trait slot as well, and it's gonna be like an homage to my current username, my current online persona. Alright, and that's about it for this episode. On the next one is when we're going to start down our path here. We're going to move the Rudd and Stuff family into the empty lot, and then we're going to start building our house in both games, the 10x10. Keep it under 20,000. So that they'll be able to buy it with a few thousand simoleons left to spare. So yeah, watch out for that episode. Like, comment, subscribe, all that nonsense. And I will see you later.